heresy.
Got it. Now, the Judeo-Christian world is under attack. That's not an opinion, in my opinion. I think that's a fact. And here comes Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, and yes, Donald Trump's inauguration late January. Large crowds, soft targets. Former Navy SEAL and the man who shot Osama bin Laden, he is with us now. Rob O'Neill, welcome to the program.
Good morning, Stuart. Thanks for having me.
I want to look forward here for a second. Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's, the inauguration. Soft targets, big crowds.
Right.
We are vulnerable. You can't protect all those people.
Yeah, these are all soft targets, and they're doing exactly what ISIS is trying to inspire these terrorists to do. They're just saying you don't need to be in Syria to fight here. You don't even need weapons or explosives because those can be hard to get. All you need is a knife, which has been proven. You need a vehicle. And they've used this before, run people over and then get out and stab them. They attempted it at a university recently. They did it in Nice. They just did it at a Christmas shopping event last night. That's all they need to do. It's almost to the point where, too, ISIS is getting better than al-Qaeda was because al-Qaeda wanted a spectacular attack. They got a very spectacular attack on September 11th, and it was almost too big because our response was too big. Even people like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who's in Guantanamo Bay right now, admitted that. He was the mastermind behind 9/11. Bin Laden admitted that, too. It was too big. Right now, it's not spectacular. They're killing enough people. They're getting worldwide attention. That's what they want. They've closed down the places to shop a few days before Christmas in Germany. That's not the answer. But that's what they're doing. That's exactly what ISIS, al-Qaeda, these Wahhabis, these radical Sunnis want.
Do you think we're going to have, for the celebrations that are coming up in America, I'm talking Christmas, I'm talking New Year's and the inauguration, are we going to see whole areas where cars and trucks cannot go?
I'd imagine we could. I mean, there was a time even you could drive in front of the White House on Pennsylvania Avenue. You can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And there are places now you can't drive in front of. It's very difficult to get in front of one of Mr. Trump's, President-elect Trump's buildings here. They are going to start closing stuff down. There's a lot more police here in Times Square.
You don't want them to win. You don't want to be terrorized. And yet, it's very easy for them to do exactly that.
They're doing exactly what they want to do because we're still at a stage where a lot of us, the current administration, refuses to admit who the enemy is, why they're doing it. They're not doing this because of climate change, global warming. They're not doing this because of they can't find jobs. They're doing this because their ideology, an ideology from the Bronze Age. They want to live like Muhammad did, and they want to kill the infidels. They want to kill the non-believers, the people that have believe in something else.
What do you make of this? The White House has yet to issue a statement on the attacks. Donald Trump commented almost immediately on Twitter. I'll read you what he said. Today there were terror attacks in Turkey, Switzerland and Germany, and it's only getting worse. This is the sentence I'm interested in. The civilized world must change.
The civilized world must change their thinking because you get a President-elect Trump who wants to put a wall up, who wants to have borders, have nationalism, and then he's called a racist. He's not a racist, he's a realist. A lot of these people coming from different countries, they don't believe what we believe. It's not the same place. I remember before I went to Afghanistan for the first time, I had one of my SEAL teammates, he got back and I said, "What's it like?" And he said, "You just got to see it you wouldn't believe me." They're not like us. A lot of these people are not like us. They don't believe in the civilized world. They don't believe that women should have rights. They don't believe in that people can be gay. They don't believe in a lot of this stuff. They're not. A lot of these people, they're not civilized people.
Rob O'Neill, thank you very much for joining us on an important day. I will wish you Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yes,
good to see you.
Thank you. Now, from the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, come on in, Zuhdi Jasser. Zuhdi is a Muslim, served 11 years in America's Navy. I want to ask you what you think about Donald Trump's tweet. For the benefit of our viewers, I'll repeat it, the last sentence at least. The Western civilized world needs new thinking. What's your take on that, Zuhdi?
Absolutely. It is the global jihad that we're fighting, and that is the common element that we see in all of these attacks. The reason they attack a Christmas shopping area is because it's an Islamo-fascist movement that hates Christians, hates Jews. And until we start monitoring their public footprint of anti-Christian verbiage, anti-Semitic ideology. These are all precursors of radicalization that we should be monitoring. But no, our current mantra is countering violence, countering violent extremism, and all of these violent jihadists, Stuart, are non-violent jihadists before they become violent, and that's why we're missing them.
Do American Muslims, like yourself, do you want migrants from North Africa coming to America in large numbers?
Well, I can tell you we need to pause the migration until we start to vet against political Islamists, Islamo-nationalists, as I call them, or jihadists. But once we do that, Yes, we fought many wars in which we were able to vet out those who are our enemies and those who are our friends. And the way to define it is to say that those who are our friends believe in freedom, the secular state. Those who are our enemies, I don't care if they're against Assad or for him, the bottom line is they're our enemies if they don't believe in secular freedom and if they're for jihad or some type of military dictatorship.
Personally, and on a personal level, Zuhdi, I really feel for people like you. You're an honorable American. You have served in America's armed forces. You've been in the Navy for 11 years. You are a doctor. You contribute to our society. And this kind of thing happens, and the world looks at you and just sees a Muslim. And you must take your fair share of heat.
Well, I would say in this time of Christmas, and Merry Christmas, Stuart, I hope we look at our founding fathers who fought against theocracy but loved their faith. The Islamic world is in that time in history. And unless we recognize that whether they're corporate jihadists like the government of Saudi Arabia or Iran or even the AKP of Turkey, or viral jihadists like the Muslim Brotherhood or ISIS, they're not on our side. And we have to take the sides of Muslim reformers. Our Muslim reform movement has a declaration that if the declaration points of being against the caliphate, against Sharia states, against misogyny, if we take those points and monitor the social media footprint of Muslim organizations that are against or for those radical ideas, we would be much safer.
Zuhdi Jasser, thank you very much indeed, sir. Now, I want to update one item on the Berlin attack. German authorities now say it is possible that there is another suspect armed on the loose. That's what they're saying. It is possible. A few minutes ago, that's what they were saying. This is happening. Now they say that this is possible. So a somewhat confused situation, but 12 people dead, 48 injured. The Christmas Village market was attacked.